Today I want to talk to you about the 7 tips on navigating the April sales tax perfect storm. If you sell online, most likely you have some type of sales tax deadline payment that you have due this month, whether it's a monthly payment, quarterly payment, and of course on the 15th we've got all of our personal sales tax information due. So there's a lot of different stuff with taxes that we have to juggle and we have to understand. And so today I want to give you 7 tips from our friends from TaxJar on how to navigate the April sales tax perfect storm, because there's so many different things coming in. And before I get into anything, I just want to remind everybody, I am no tax expert. I'm not giving tax advice. Anything that you decide to do when it comes to taxes, be sure you talk to a CPA, some type of professional, before you make a decision. I just want to give a few tips from our friends from TaxJar. If you want to learn more about TaxJar, you can always go to fulltimefba.com/TaxJar, and it's a service that helps take care of all the sales tax stuff for you so that you don't have to. And maybe even after today's video, you might realize, hey, this might be something I need to look into. So we'll talk about that. So let's get right to it. 7 tips for navigating the April sales tax perfect storm. Tip number 1 is take your sales tax discounts. Be sure you understand about your sales tax discounts. About half of the states give you a discount on your taxes that you're paying because you're filing on time. So if you file on time, you actually get to pay less sales tax, which means the sales tax that you're getting from your customers that you need to give to the government, you get to keep a little bit about that just for doing the right thing and filing on time. So be sure you take your sales tax discounts. Second tip, be sure you file your sales tax returns. I mean, that seems like an obvious thing, but it's something that you need to do. There's a couple ways that you can file your sales tax returns. You can search online and get a form and fill out the form and do all that and submit it to the IRS. Maybe talk to your CPA, see what you need to do with that with sales tax. Or you can sign up for TaxJar, and TaxJar takes care of all of that for you. Of course, there's a fee, but in my mind, having them taking care of it is well worth the trouble if the only other option is you doing it on your own. So the second thing was file your sales tax returns. Number 3, report how much sales tax you've collected. So, when you sell something on Amazon and you have it set up where you're accepting sales tax, that money comes to you, but it's not your money, it's the government's money. It's now your responsibility to give it, so you need to make sure you report it. And it's not just on Amazon, it's all channels that you sell on. If you sell on eBay or Etsy or any type of income that you have, be sure that you report how much sales tax you have collected. And be sure you do it for every single state. And again, this is something that TaxJar can do for you when it comes to Amazon. They might even be able to do it for other channels too, to be able to tell you how much you've collected per state, so you know how much you should pay to each state. Number 4 tip, know your filing due dates. The different states have different due dates. You want to make sure that you file on time so you can get that discount for filing on time. So know your due dates. Be sure you do your due diligence. If you go to fulltimefba.com/April tax, then there's a link that can show you all the different due dates for all the states. That's in our blog post that we put together for you. That kind of goes along with this video. So that's number 4, know your dates. Number 5, break down how much you've collected. And this is where it gets really kind of tricky. When you're trying to break down the sales tax that you've collected, some states want to know, what states that you've collected tax in, what cities, what counties, sometimes sales tax districts, and different states want to know different information. And so it's important for you to know that. But again, it's something that TaxJar does for you. So if you go to fulltimefba.com/TaxJar, you can even sign up for a 30-day free trial. They take care of all that stuff for you so that you don't have to. That'd be a pain. I don't want to do that. In fact, I don't. I have a CPA that helps us with that, but when it comes to sales tax, if you want to just have it being taken care of for you, check out TaxJar. TaxJar is awesome. Number 6, you need to file 0 returns. If you have certain states where you are paying 0 sales tax, then you need to file a 0 return. And that is just basically showing those states that you're still in business, but you just hadn't sold anything in those states. And it's just It's just making sure you have all your bases covered, so that sometime later they might be like, hey, maybe they forgot to file taxes. Let's check out and look in their numbers and then figure out if they're just trying to cheat us. No, if you have zero sales tax that you've paid for a certain state, file a zero sales tax return. And then number 7, after you're done paying all your sales tax stuff, and you're just want to make sure you set yourself up for the next year right, number 7 is give yourself a sales tax checkup. And that's basically just making sure that you understand, hey, in the past year I added a new state to where I'm selling items, and I've got Nexus in a new state, and maybe I've got there's some new tax laws, and maybe some of the due dates have changed for next year, and maybe, so make sure you do a sales tax checkup just to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Taxes can be very, very confusing. Unfortunately, most people think, I'm just going to push it aside, I'm going to ignore it, it's going to go away, I'm not going to have to deal with it. And sometimes it's frightening. It's scary to deal with taxes and sales tax and stuff. And I want to tell you, it doesn't have to be. If you go to fulltimefba.com/TaxJar, you can sign up for TaxJar, get free access to their services for 30 days. You can go to fulltimefba.com/AprilTax, and it will give you even more information, more links to help you out. If you're wanting to understand stuff about Nexus, Sales Tax 101, the states, the filing dates, a whole bunch of information for free to check out. fulltimefba.com/AprilTax, and that will help you out. So sales tax, just take a deep breath. You can do this. Get the information. And be sure you do the right thing. Your business will thank you, your pocketbook will thank you, and the IRS will thank you too, because you know the government will thank you because you're paying your taxes. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you want to leave a thumbs up or a comment or a question, you can do that below. You can also find all of the links that we talked about in this video in the description below. And if you want to learn more about turning part-time hours into a full-time income with Amazon, check out fulltimefba.com. We have over 100 blog posts that will help you with just that. Well, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.